Got breaking news coming in here on the big story on Ryan International School. As the probe intensifies in the Pradhyuman murder case, we can tell you now that 3-day CBI remand has been obtained for the class 11 student suspected to have been directly involved in the slaughter of young Pradhyuman, the 11th standard student who was presented before a juvenile court today, has been remanded to 3 days CBI custody.
कोर्ट ने उसको डिक्लाइन करके 3 दिन की दिया और 3 दिन बाद सैटरडे को उसको दोबारा प्रोड्यूस किया।
3 दिन की रिमांड सीबीआई
और सीबीआई को डायरेक्शन दी है 10 से 6 के बीच में इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर सकती है और शाम को उसको वेलफेयर होम में छोड़ेगा।
दलील क्या दी सीबीआई ने, क्या दलील दी, आपने क्या दलील दी?
हमने यही कहा कि सीबीआई ने एक झूठा केस बनाया और इसको
सर इट इज सीबीआई रिमांड 3 दिन की रिमांड है सर। 3 दिन सर जुवेनाइल
इस समय लॉयर मौजूद है सर।
नो ऑब्जर्वेशन हैज बीन मेड। संदीप अनेजा।
संदीप जी बताइए कितने दिन की रिमांड दी गई है?
3 दिन की सर।
इतनी 6 दिन की मांगी थी।
6 दिन की मांग।
आप लोगों ने क्या पोस्ट किया?
हमने कहा कि झूठा फंसाया गया है और रिमांड बनता ही नहीं है और वो है, तो इसलिए कोर्ट ने सुनते हुए दोनों पार्टीज को 3 दिन का रिमांड दिया।
और साथ में कोई डायरेक्शन भी
ये किया कि 10 से 6 के बीच में ही इंटेरोगेशन होगी और उसके बाद शाम को उसको जुवेनाइल वेलफेयर होम में छोड़ा जाएगा। इन्वेस्टिगेशन।
What was the main demand that was made from your end?
We were saying that we opposed the remand. We said that investigation is fake. The CBI has made a false case against him.
सर सीबीआई ने 6 दिन का मांगा था, उनकी क्या दलील थी? क्या उन्होंने
कहा कि we have to collect the evidence etc.
So एविडेंस उन्होंने कुछ
ऐसा कुछ स्पेसिफाई नहीं किया।
कुछ बताया कोई और भी?
What evidence they have as of now?
They didn't say nothing. They were very silent about this.
नाम क्या है?
And sir, what?
तो आप देख सकते हैं लॉयर हैं जिन्होंने साफ बताया कि 3 दिन की रिमांड।
Okay, so that was the lawyer of the accused student, the class 11 student who's been accused of murdering young Pradhyuman. The lawyer says that 3-day CBI remand has been granted to the CBI to interrogate the 11th standard student, whose name, of course, we can't take because he is technically a minor. He stands accused of murdering young Pradhyuman for the purposes of wanting a school holiday. As bizarre as that may sound, he wanted examinations and a parent-teacher meeting postponed. 3 days CBI remand has been granted on the class 11 student accused of committing this murder. I want to bring in our reporters, Deputy Editor Ankit Tyagi, who's been at the Ryan International School through this morning, covering the story. Also with us is our executive editor, Meetu Jain, who's been tracking her sources in the investigative agencies and the CBI. This is a bizarre story. People are still going to be coming to terms with how this could have happened, really. But Ankit, to you first, 3-day CBI remand, on this the class 11 student. Just take us through what's going to happen. 3 days is not a long time, but the CBI appears to be fairly confident that the Haryana police messed up this case and they've got the guy who killed this young child.
That's right, Shiv. That is what the CBI also presented inside the court here, in fact, in front of the Juvenile Justice Court. They said that they have CCTV footage, other scientific evidence to prove their theory. They also said that it is only a reconstruction and corroborative evidence that they want the entire custody of the accused for. Now, the court has very clearly mentioned that since he is a juvenile, he can only be interrogated between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. and after that he will be sent back to the juvenile reform home, where he'll be housed till Saturday, when the custody of the CBI will get over. Then the court will decide the further course of action. The defense team in the meantime had said that the CBI does not have any evidence. They are falsely implicating the class 11 student. Now, Shiv, but keeping all this aside, we should also not forget why the CBI is so confident. CBI is saying that right from the word go, that they saw the CCTV footage and he was a prime suspect. There are other students in class 11th itself, those who have in fact said that this boy, they had seen him, he was absent during that period, and they also saw him carrying a knife. So those were some clenching evidence as far as the CBI is concerned to get their theory going. They also said that the bus conductor, Ashok, had told them that he is innocent,
yes,
and he was being framed. As of now, no clean sheet. CBI also said inside the court that they want to also understand whether this was a premeditated murder and whether anybody helped him or knew about this conspiracy.
Meetu, hasn't this completely, contaminated people's view of how investigations should be conducted? I mean, at the end of the day, you've got the CBI now, taking remand of this young boy, class 11 student, who's going to be who's going to be charged with murdering young Pradhyuman, presumably. But how are people going to come to terms with the fact that an investigation of such a high-profile case could be damaged so badly? What are your sources telling you?
And even before anything could really be done, you had the Haryana police putting this bus conductor before the media, and this bus conductor very parroting lines like he was the one who did it, why he did it, and where he got the knife from. The fact is that he got the knife into the bathroom because it was dirty, he wanted to clean it. It was a well parroted case, a open and shut case that the Haryana police made out.
Yes.
Now, of course, remember also Pradhyuman's family is talking about the fact that the Pintos, who are the owners of Ryan International chain of schools, are rather well connected. Now, these are very damaging statements that are coming against the Pintos. The Pintos, Grace Pinto was the Mahila Morcha chief in Maharashtra. She is very, very well connected with the BJP. She's also on the board of directors of a whole lot of public sector undertakings. So essentially, the well-connected people. And also remember, they have where the financial status is concerned, that is also under a lot of cloud, and that should also be investigated. If not by agencies like the CBI, then by the income tax. So here is a very well-connected family running a chain of schools, and they don't want any bad name, the reputation of the school to be hit. And because remember, the question that will be asked of the Pintos is, why was such a student, and if that is the CBI's theory, then why was such a student being allowed to study in a school like this?
Yes.
When he was getting the counseling from psychiatrists, when a whole lot of people were saying that he is prone to bringing a knife to school, he is known to have beaten up students, other students, etc. If he was a problem child, why was something not done about it? Then obviously the convenient thing to do in this case would be just to put the blame on a poor bus conductor. So essentially a whole lot of questions will be asked, and of course the question will be raised once again as to how really equipped are our policemen, whether it is an Arushi murder case or whether it is the Pradhyuman murder case.
That's so true. That is so true. People's faith in these investigative agencies is going to be hitting rock bottom. You're absolutely right, Meetu. I also want to bring in India Today's correspondent Ilma Hassan, who is at the Juvenile Justice Board court, where she was there in person covering the hearing that took place, where the 11th standard student accused of murdering Pradhyuman was produced just a short while ago. He's been remanded to 3 days custody with the CBI for interrogation. Ilma, take us through what you saw, what you heard, this proceeding that just took place. Obviously the cameras were not allowed inside. What happened? Take us through it step by step.
Well, presently, Shiv, we just found out of the fact that 3-day CBI remand has been given to keep the 11th standard accused. The juvenile is still inside the court, Shiv. I'm presently there right now, and he's still inside the court, even though he's there with his father, even though the accused lawyer has left. The accused lawyer said that the basis of which CBI was demanding 6 days of remand shouldn't be considered because they don't have enough evidence to keep him in for that long. The accused lawyer also said that he will, in fact, be tried as a minor, as a juvenile, and the juvenile justice law amended will not be applicable to him. But those details still continue to be trickling in. What they have decided now is the fact that every day from 10 to 6, will the CBI be able to, interrogate and question this 11th grade accused? After that, he will be sent into a juvenile home.
Okay.
This will happen for the next 3 days. The police say that they have enough evidence. The CBI has said that they have enough evidence to detain this particular student. There has been CCTV footage found. Evidence has been taken from his clothing to his bag as well. They've spoken to his classmates as well, following which is this detention happened.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.